Dear professors, I would like to give you a small update on what we are doing here for the testing of the interactive remote controlled user interface. So I have set up an assessment interface on the right side where you see the assessment file, and we can choose an XML file. I created this format which is imported like this and allows us to repeat the tests identically. And you see the devices we have entered here are also selectable here in the user interface. This is made with JavaScript. So what we do is we enter the ID number of the test person, and when we're ready we can click Start. This is going to create the start button on the side of the test person, and when the test person is ready it will get a question from the assessment XML file. So in this case to set slider number 2 to value 7, and when this is done it can say OK, and the program will wait until the person is ready to send the next question. And again here we have slider 6 to set to 2 and click OK. Every time we do this, the program is sending back a line of XML data containing the values and especially also the result time, which is measured after the user clicks Start until the user clicks OK. So now we have done 4 test questions, and we can export this assessment file to a dedicated file, and we will then evaluate the files in further processing. So for the part of the evaluation, and especially the subjective evaluation, we are going to use a survey, and we use for this open source software called Auto Multiple Choice, which is originally made for making multiple choice tests, but I have modified it in a way so that we can use this for analyzing survey and automatically gathering the data to a text file. So the whole thing is made and programmed in LaTeX. So I quickly show you what this looks like. So you see on the right side the draft of our survey, and all the checkboxes are analyzed nicely and created with this code of LaTeX. So I'm not going into all the details. I'm just showing you a little bit how this is done in Auto Multiple Choice. So once the file is done, we can update the documents. The layout is actually detected by the software, and after a quick moment it identifies where the layouts are, and we can check. These are the checkboxes the software has found, so later when we scan in the images we will be able to read the information. So we can print the papers, or we can automatically import a survey. So I have scanned this before. This is the last test, and you see it is splitting the PDF in multiple pages. Now we have only one page, and it has automatically already imported one file. So we can see this here. There's a certain sensitivity for recognizing the different marks, and we double check the whole thing by looking if the marks have been correctly identified. So this is here what we see directly from the analyze, the filled in form, and we have a button here to choose between original and scan. So in order to double check if this is really correct, we look if our scan is correct, and we see that all the answers have correctly been recognized. So we are done. So we can do this with many other survey papers as well. Since this is a marking program for auto multiple choice test, we have to go through the passage of marking. However, we are not grading these surveys, but we want to export a CSV file from this, and this is done in the last segment, and it is, as you can see here, exporting all the different values we have here. So if we have the experience, gender, all these information here up to the person ID number, which is the last one, this is the kind of information we can get. So we will optimize this a little bit. We have done a pre-test, and this is the present status. Thank you very much.